What's good, everybody? Bellamonco here, back at it with Moriarty The Patriot, chapter 34. Now, last time we left off, the orphanage's sister did something stupid, and Viscount Baxter's an asshole. And Lewis and William found out about it, they're gonna go fix it. That's all we need to know right now. Also, the guy behind the Jack the Ripper thing is trying to find stuff about William. He gonna end up dead. We all know it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, here we go. We're going to change it. The most famous trial in the world. To do that, I had to transfer the name of the lender from sister to me. Okay, sister can't go to court against Noble because of her position. Also, I'm 100% certain that we aren't going to get paid back by the return date. So I requested a trial ahead of time. I will punish him. But if we go to the court with this contract, as long as we're under Shylock's contract from the Merchant of Venice, it would be hard for us to collect the money. You're right. The contract that Baxter and I signed, the condition was, if the debt isn't repaid by the return date, the lender may cut exactly 1 pound of flesh from the borrower's body as a penalty. Something like that. Yes, but during the trial in the play, Shylock wasn't able to cut a pound of flesh or collect the money. Yes, that's why the issue with the trial against Baxter is whether or not we can cut a pound of flesh from his body. In other words, it depends on whether or not we can replicate the most famous trial in the world. It's okay, I have a plan. Now, let's get back to the orphanage to give sister the 300. We'll tell her that we met with Baxter and got him to pay us back peacefully. Man, if she believes that, she don't. Okay, if we tell her that, sister will accept the money without thinking it was ours. Yes, now the orphanage's money problem is solved. Cool. One problem solved. Let's go. Lurking. Bastard. Where are you going? 1 month later, London courtroom. It's almost time. You two, I'm really sorry to think that we're in a courtroom. It's only natural for you to want your money back. It's completely my fault I missed the return date, but Baxter-san, you're on trial. Please don't make unnecessary comments. But my true feelings are— Be quiet! Uh-oh. Let's go, Judge. The trial is about to start. Stop speaking privately. When I first read the complaint, I thought there was a mistake. I'm surprised you really are a child. Let's see, are you sure you don't want a lawyer? Not having one could hurt your defense. It's perfectly fine. I can answer for myself. No, fine. I know, right? Finally a nice judge. I understand. I don't care how it turns out. Okay, we will now begin the trial regarding the loan agreement between the plaintiff and the defendant. The trial will be recorded as per the law. Perjury will be punished, so be careful when speaking. Yes, perjury is bad. Both sides are ready. Let us begin with a statement from the plaintiff. Okay, the plaintiff, as stated in the complaint, is entitled to the amount set forth in the contract he signed with the defendant. He is seeking immediate repayment of £600. Let's hear the defendant's statement. Yes, Viscount Baxter doesn't have any existing asset. Wait, what? Hold on, because this is some bullshit right here. As per the financial statement submitted in advance, given that situation, it's impossible for him to immediately repay the $600 borrowed as requested by the plaintiff. I understand both sides of the case. Certainly looking at the defendant's financial status, it would be difficult for the money to be repaid in a lump sum. Could the plaintiff consider being repaid in installments or extension of the return date? Hand raised. Go ahead, plaintiff. Before that, I have a question about the defendant's financial situation, so I asked for permission to cross-examine him. I'll permit it. Okay. Let me ask you something. Baxter-san, according to the financial statement that was submitted, you have no existing assets. I'm guessing that you have hidden assets, right? Objection, Your Honor. The plaintiff's question is factually incorrect, so there's no reason to answer it. Bro, come on. The defendant's objection is sustained. The plaintiff may reinstate his question. Then I will reinstate it. Baxter-san, aren't you currently living in a high-class residential area? Yes. I've checked the land prices in that area and the assessed value of the building. According to those, your manor is worth no less than £5,000. Damn. Man, either give the money back or sell that house. Couldn't you just sell your house in order to pay off the debt? I can't do that. And why not? Oh, okay. Alright. Actually, that manor isn't mine, but one that was borrowed from a friend for free. Since it isn't my property, I didn't include it in my financial statement. If you wish, I can get the property deed from my friend and submit it. Sir, then allow me to restate the question once again. You're in a trading company, correct? Oh my goodness. Okay, then isn't it possible to repay by selling a ship owned by the company or by selling the company itself? That's an impressive argument. Is this really a child? I know, right? I can't do that either. How come? Here's some more bullshit. The trading company itself exists in documents, but there is no building. The ship wrecked about 3 years ago and has not returned to port. The insurance money has already been used to cover the company's losses. Essentially, it's nothing more than a bankrupt paper company. You're practically bankrupt. I'm guessing it wasn't listed because you can't count it as an asset, like the manor. You're absolutely right. Don't look embarrassed now, you shady bitch. Like, no. It's embarrassing to say, but I have no assets to go with my title. I'm a fallen noble. I see. So you really don't have anything to pay back 600 with? Yes, that's right. Oh, miss me with this bullshit. Actually, I've been bothering my friends for the past month to gather the money, but they didn't help. But please believe me, my heart is filled with the desire to repay my debt. I also want to build a new orphanage and contribute to my community as a noble. I want you to understand that as well. Like, yeah, sure. Okay. Your Honor, now that it's clear that we won't be getting our 600 back, even if we extend the deadline, we're going to have to do it. We'll give up trying to get our money back. Therefore, please look at the condition in the contract we signed. A butter knife. From the defendant's body, I demand to cut off exactly 1 pound of flesh. Are you seriously demanding a pound of flesh? Of course. Don't say it like with a straight face. Of course. The contract was officially recognized and issued by a public notary office in London. If my right isn't recognized, it will shake the very foundation of this country. Am I wrong, Your Honor? It's a reasonable demand under the conditions of this contract, but I understand. It's an undeniable fact that I cannot return 600. That boy has already made up his mind. There's no point in answering further questions about repaying the money. Then, as stated in the contract, you can cut off a pound of my flesh if you want. It's a butter knife. You won't be able to do it. It's a butter knife. Okay, whether you're willing or not, you have to abide by the contract. Wait a second, Your Honor. As the defendant said, cutting off a pound of flesh is okay. However, the contract only mentions 1 pound of flesh. Oh no, he's educated. That's the face. Oh no. Therefore, if a pound of flesh is cut, no blood is allowed to be spilled. Am I incorrect? Look at the judge's face. He's so confused. I will accept the defendant's statement. The plaintiff is not contractually allowed to spill a single drop of blood. 1 drop. Without spilling a single drop of blood, it's impossible to cut out a pound of flesh. And we're back to the evil laughter. I've won. I won this time, stupid kids. I knew you missed the fact that the contract doesn't contain blood. By the time you signed the contract, my win was already decided. If only you had fought for 600 to the end. Since you tried to take my flesh out of spite, you're going to lose your money. Let's go, William. What you got? I was able to get him to say that he'd give up on getting the money back. None of your demands are going to be met. He seems a bit eloquent, but unlike me, who received a formal education, he's a kid who grew up in the slums. If you want to curse your circumstances. Shut up. Then, please allow me to keep questioning the defendant. Huh? Yeah, I'd be confused too, man. I don't know. What on earth could you possibly ask him? Excuse me, Your Honor. Could I request that the plaintiff's witness into the courtroom? Has the defendant heard of this? I haven't a clue about it. It doesn't matter to me. Man, I want to say it that. He talking real heavy for somebody that's about to get filleted with a butter knife. Who's this old man right here? This happy-faced man right here. Please head to the witness stand. Right away. Who is that? Where have I seen him? I don't understand why I was called to court. There's no reason to be nervous. Then I asked the defendant first. Okay. Baxter son, you've eaten meat at a restaurant, right? The beef, pork, poultry, any type is fine. Of course. Do you order it in pounds rather than ounces? That's right. I see. Then think of me as your waiter and order as usual. I don't understand what the point of this is, but okay. I want you to grill me a half-pound of steak, medium rare. Was that fine? That was perfect, thank you. Next, I have a question for your witness, okay? Brimir-san is a waiter at Baxter-san's favorite steakhouse. Oh snap, he's a waiter? Oh, you in trouble, bro. Yes, that's correct. Does Baxter-san visit the restaurant often? Yes, he visits every week. When was the last time he came? Phrasing. This bastard, is he trying to prove that I have money because I eat quality meat often? When was the last time he came? This Wednesday. Did he have meat that time as well? Sir, if you have no money, then you can't be just going to the steakhouse every week. So how do you have no actual assets but can afford a steak every week? So Baxter-san always orders meat in his desired portion, eats it, and then pays for it, right? Yes. Let me ask you one thing. When Baxter-san orders, has he ever asked you to deduct the weight of the blood from the weight of the meat? Ooh, the weight of the blood? No, he's never asked for that. Ooh. In the 20 years that I've worked there, I've never heard someone ask for the weight of the blood to be deducted. Thank you for your time. I have no more questions. I think you know what comes next. I think you know what comes next, bro. No, that is, yes. In other words, this is about the concept of meat. You said because the contract only says 1 pound of flesh, no blood is allowed to be spilt. As we can see from your ordering method, however, you've always thought that blood was included in the concept of meat. If you didn't think that, you would have asked for the weight of the blood to be deducted from the weight of the meat when you order at the steakhouse. See, it's a dangerous child. But you never asked that, not even once. What I mean is that when you signed the contract for a pound of flesh, you naturally assumed that the blood would be included in that pound. It's the best evidence we have. Look at the lawyer. This is too logical. This is too logical. Sir, how is that an argument? Like, I motion to dismiss charges on my client because the argument is too logical, sir? Like, bro, you sound foolish. No, it makes sense, and you testified to that just now, didn't you? That is, well, first of all, this kid who doesn't even know which play this contract is based on took it seriously. Oh? What makes you think I would know Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice? There you go assuming shit again, and now you look dumb as hell. You decided to sign the contract fully understanding its origin before coming to court, right? I can also recite every line from all 40 of his plays. Do you want me to? Impossible. This kid from the slums. It don't matter, sir. It don't matter where you came from. Knowledge is knowledge. It's just how you use it. Then, now the problem with the blood has been solved. Oh, snap! This kid a knife. I'm dying. Christ. Okay. I will resume in taking 1 pound of your flesh. Hey, hold on a second. Get that child. Get this child. Wait a second. If you had something to say, go ahead. Really? Really? You're kidding. Hold on a sec. Wait, please wait. I was lying. It's all a big lie. I have tons of hidden assets. I switched my name with the friends. There are many houses and trading companies, so I'll give you half of my assets, so please forgive me. Half? It should be all of your assets. That would be enough. All of my assets? No way, that's insane. How will I live from now on? Oh, he do it. He put that goddamn knife right through your goddamn chest. Okay, I got it. I'll give it to you. I'll give you everything. Please spare my life. Your Honor, please withdraw the complaint. We have just reached a settlement. Afterwards, on the walk home, yeah, it's getting bad. Louis, are you okay? I'm fine. It's starting to get cold out. Let's go. Yeah, Pope Lewis. After filing a lawsuit against a nobleman, it would be inconvenient for the orphans to stay in the orphanage where they previously lived. A large amount of money obtained from Baxter was donated to that orphanage before they disappeared together. As a side note, I developed the illness not long after that, so we moved to an orphanage where I could start to recover. Thanks to a proper nobleman that I met there, I was able to get surgery and successfully recover from my illness. That is the court case. I see. I didn't know that such a trial existed. If they had filed for fraud instead, they wouldn't have gotten away with so much money since they were dealing with a noble. Yeah. The best part about William's plan was that he filed a civil case instead of a criminal case. Settlement is a trickier dance than a criminal charge. Ha, you're right about that one, Colonel. Uh-huh. Albert, you bastard. I thought you said you met William through philanthropy. The truth is, you heard about the trial, thought it was an excellent plot, and found him, didn't you? Who can say? It happened so long ago that I've forgotten. Okay, Albert. Okay. How can you be the Lord of Crime if you're so bad at lying? If you can only trace Will's old self back to those court records, then the sister who took care of you no longer works at the orphanage, right? Is she doing okay? Yeah, she's doing just fine. She runs an orphanage in a town just south of Durham. Because she knows what Wilbo's face looks like, she would be able to tell that he isn't actually William. So we're supporting her anonymously. Oh, that's nice. I see. And it should be difficult to find, sister, even if you have the power of media tycoon Milverton. Listen up, everyone. We need to figure out what Milverton is up to. Even Holmes has taken the time to investigate my past covertly, although he's obviously targeting me. Everyone has a reason to be wary. In other words, from now on, place Milverton as the most important enemy to eliminate. Oh, snap again, serious. Milverton Manor. This court record and my reasoning, it led me to the conclusion I expected. A perfect matching character to the boy with a resourceful mind and the ability to manipulate others. The plaintiff boy, who is written about in these court records, is currently the second son of the Moriarty family, William James Moriarty. He replaced the real William after the fire at the manor. There's absolutely no doubt. But why do such a thing? If all he wanted was the noble title, he would have planned to replace the eldest Albert because of his inheritance rights. Given that he didn't do so, gaining a title wasn't the motive. And even since the eldest brother accepted the replacement plan, this could be considered the work of all three brothers. Looking at the court records, it could be said that William has had a very noble personality since childhood. That's probably why he crushed my fabricated Jack the Ripper project. This may be a bit of a stretch, but the worst case scenario is that those three brothers make up the Lord of Crime that is rumored to exist on the streets. I have to keep that possibility in mind. Good luck to you, sir. William James Moriarty, a man who will definitely get in the way of my work. He is my enemy. There isn't enough room on stage for two villains. Man, I'm telling you, this is not gonna turn out well for you, sir. It's not. You're gonna end up at the bottom of a lake, dead, not existing anymore. That trial was really good. It's all about how you word things. You have to be careful about how you say things. And don't just assume that because you come from nobility or whatever, that you have more money, that you're better educated than somebody from the streets. That's not how that works. Knowledge is knowledge. It depends on how you use it. That's all. That was it for Moriarty chapter 34. I can't wait to see what Moriarty does to this man. Let me know what you think. Leave a like and then comment down below what you think is going to happen in the next chapter. If you didn't like this, then let me know in the comments. Tell me what's on your mind. But with that being said, I'm Bella Monco. Thanks for reading with me.